Good day to everyone. So our research proposal is all about automatic straight light in Mindanao State University main campus. So first is the statement of the problem. This project aims to determine on how to make an automatic straight light in order to answer the following question. The first question is how to limit the use of straight light based on the weather and especially at night. The second one is how to reduce the current using the ultrasonic sensor. And the last one is how to come up with a system which reduces the manual control, light intensity detector, detect movement vehicle, and involve Internet of Things. So the next one is the potential researchable solution. So the project proposed to create a new system of straight lights automatically, which consists of ultrasonic sensor that detect movement of project that produce in front or near the meanwhile LDR used to detect sunlight at the project site. The effectiveness of this system depends on the sensors that will be used to be able to save electricity of street lights. Generally, many losses regard of wastage from short circuits or street light that lit up for 12 hours in night due to LDR that covered by other plants. After applying the project, the problem can be solved and the system can be used at urban and rural roads to avoid an accident, especially at the university. In conclusion, this system can facilitate and save electricity by using sensors that can be found near off.
So, Assalamualaikum. Now, let's proceed to objective and significance of the study. So, we have here the four main objectives of this project. First is to stop the operation of the street light momentarily if there are no vehicles or person. So, in case that yung street light is not needed because there's no someone need to use, we are going to turn it off. Number two is to reduce the electricity usage. So why would we need to reduce the electricity usage? What is the benefit? So first is to increase our energy security. Next is to reduce the pollution that is emitted from non-renewable source of energy. So for the third objective, to turn on or off whether it's rainy or sunny day. So ito na dito na dadaan yung automatic natin na street light. Fourth objectives is to make a maintenance job easier. So the purpose of the project is to provide an intelligent system and flexible and efficient system in order to control street light autonomously. This system is controlled by one manually switch and two sensors, which is the ultrasonic sensor and the LDR sensor. So, para saan ba itong dalawang sensor? First, the LDR sensor. It is used to detect darkness to active on and off street light. Next is the ultrasonic, is to detect the presence of the road user. With these two sensors that detect light and presence of human or cars, then it turn on the system automatically. So the main controller of this project is Arduino Uno. So in summarization, the objective is to aim a design an automatic street light that works in both conventional and non-conventional energy resources. Using LDR, we control the street light. When the LDR value falls above the threshold value, the lights are switched on. And when the value falls below the threshold value, the lights are switched off. So in order to save and conserve energy in an efficient way, an intensity controller based on movement detection is used. Okay, so that's all.
So good day, my name is Maba Muhammad Ran and I'm going to discuss about the scope and limitations of the project. So for this project, it will focus on a limitation of using straight light based on the weather and especially at night. So alam naman natin na yung mga kalsada is yan yung mga pinaka-busy na environment, mapa morning man yan or evening. So this project focuses on a straight lamp that is manually controlled. So, manually controlled because yung mga manually controlled na straight lamp is nakaka-consume yan ng maraming energy at also yung electricity kasi kung makakalimutan mo yung i-turn off sa umaga, then makaka-consume talaga yan ng malaking electricity. So what the purpose is to use the function of photoresistor LDR at night. So this is due to the sensitivity that change with the wavelength of light incident and photocell that oppose the light presence or electromagnetic energy. So in a rainy day or when the intensity of light is low, the photocell will energize the contact and it will turn on automatically. So to raise until achieve the initial value of resistance, it takes 1 second or more after the light has been removed. So finally, the system that have been set up can control automatically the condition of the lamp, either it is on or off, as to reduce the current with using the ultrasonic sensor. The effect of this implementation can reduce the electricity consumption rate and help the individual in charge to not pay up with the high prices. Besides, it can stop temporarily the operation of a street light that had been using in all day and night. So let's move on to related research studies. So according to the International Journal of Emerging Technology and Advanced Engineering, automatic street light can at most release the manual work at to 100%. As soon as the sunlight goes under the visible region of our eyes, this system automatically switches on. So kumbaga as soon as the sunlight goes down, then automatic yan na mag-on. So hindi mo na kailangan puntahan pa yung mga switches para i-on yan. So automatic talaga na mag-on kapag mag-sundown na. So light-dependent resistor LDR is a type of sensor which does this work and senses the light as our eyes does. So, as soon as the sunlight comes visible to our eyes, is automatically switches off. Kapag magsa-sunrise na, is automatic naman yan na mag-switch off. Kaya again ang kagandahan ng project na to. So according naman sa First International Conference on Machine Design and Automation, human has become too busy and is unable to find time even to switch the lights wherever not necessary. So kumbaga, yung tayong mga tao is masyado na tayong naging busy na kung saan hindi na natin nalalagay sa isipan na i-on pa yung mga street lights or i-turn off pa yung mga street lights, kaya ito ay nakaka-consume ng napakalaking electricity at saka energy. So, isa man is, according naman to sa 2017 IEEE, International Conference on Power Control Signals and Instrumentation Engineering. So, energy consumption due to the street light needs proper monitoring and control to reduce wastage of power. Kasi masyadong malaki na yung mga na-waste na power, electric power sa mga street lights, lalo na kung yung mga manually controlled ka, kung nakalimutan mo man yan i-turn off, naka-on yan all day long. So, conventional street light systems suffer from certain drawbacks as they are manually controlled and are powered through the electrical board power station. This may lead to the more power consumption if not monitored properly. So, a study of International Journal of Communication and Computer, it is necessary to automate the system so that we conserve energy as well as to maximize the efficiency of the system. So, a study that says the amount of power consumed by lighting and street shares a major energy demand. The vehicles are passing over always and a part of places will consisting of less density areas and every new vehicle movement itself in a few areas. To overcome this issue, a proper energy saving method and lighting control to be implemented. Yun ang sabi naman sa 2018 3rd IEEE International Conference on Recent Trends in Electronics, Information, and Communication Technology. So according naman sa study of Romans Alexic and Antanas Sauhatas, they research on possibilities to reduce cost for existing illumination system of building hallways and stairways without significant interference on the building of existing lighting system. Ang main aim nila is to minimize all cost, not only electricity cost. Kasi yung mga trabahante rin na yung switch on lang at saka switch off, minsan na kumukuha rin yan ng mga sweldo. So they compared three solutions which are to provide lighting system with sensors and use existing lamping, replace existing lamps with LED lamps, and use LED lamps with sensors. Yun. So next naman is a study of Jayashree A. Bangali and Arvind D. Shaligram. So their research is designing an energy efficient lighting control system for corridors. The major objective was to study and analyze the energy efficient lighting and practices for the corridor. So the proposed system uses microcontroller and LED-based luminaries as light source. The system uses photosensors and control illumination according to the light intensity in corridors, and system includes patterns of luminaries for day and night. So that's all for my part. Thank you.
Okay, now let's proceed to the last part of the study, which is the methodology. So this paper proposed an effective scheme for controlling the wastage of electricity due the street lights. It reduced the manual effort by automating the street light based on light intensity. The electricity wastage can be reduced by glowing the light based on movement detection. Here the three parts that have been included under this topic for completing the studies. First, the design architecture is the main block action for the proposed design. While number 2, the hardware specification will detail out the components involved in the design from the sensor components, which is the ultrasonic and the light sensor, until the controller selection. Lastly is the software development based on the proposed design will be detailed out in software part, where the flow of the system operation will be detailed out elaborated.